Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like another one bites the dust, and you honestly love to see it. I love seeing these websites shut down because they deserve every single bit of it. We have an article here from Fandom Post with a headline that reads Razorfist laughs at Vice Media as the fake news company shuts down operations. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait for this to happen to so many other websites. Yes, I'm looking at you, Mary Sue. Now, if you guys are unaware what Vice Media is, let me give you a quick reminder before we get into this article. I have a post here that I retweeted over on my Twitter account with a screenshot specifically from Vice and what the content was like on that website. It says, "Dear white people, please stop pretending that reverse racism is real. It's literally impossible to be racist to a white person." Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Vice thought was good content. This is what Vice thought was good to put out there. This is what they thought was going to keep them around for the long haul. And it's very clear now, according to this article, that is no longer the case. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So again, Razorfist laughs at Vice Media as the fake news company shuts down operations. Vice Media, the once vaunted media company known for its edgy content and appeal to younger audiences, is facing a significant downfall, and Razorfist sympathized in a recent tweet. The company has announced that it will lay off several hundred employees and cease publishing new content on its flagship website, Vice.com. The move comes as a result of Vice's financial struggles and a failed effort by owner Fortress Investment Group to sell the embattled digital publisher and its brands. Well, I wonder why it was so hard to sell off your brand. Could it be that nobody wanted to touch that absolute trash fire that you made it into? Could it be that nobody wanted to touch a company that put out articles like this? You know what I mean? Like, very clearly, these websites are going down the drain. Kotaku, Mary Sue, all of them are going to eventually cease to exist. It's only a matter of time because woke is only going to make you so much money. And unless you operate extremely cheaply, which a lot of these Silicon Valley websites do not do so, you're going to eventually start going the way of the dodo bird. It says Vice Media Group CEO Bruce Dixon explained in a memo that the company is transitioning to a studio model and that it no longer costs effective to distribute its digital content the way it has been. The company plans to partner with other media companies for content distribution and will focus on its social channels and different ways to distribute its content. These changes reflect the broader struggles of news outlets in the digital era, as traditional and digital media outlets alike are struggling to find a viable business model. Now, here's the thing. I find this very funny. You're trying to say that it's very difficult to basically succeed with the current modern day digital media, right? I completely call that bullshit. You want to know why I call that bullshit? The rise of the independent creator showcases exactly why that is bullshit. Modern day YouTubers get millions of more views more than any digital media outlet that shills for this absolute garbage can ever hope to dream to get. This is why I do not believe about the modern day struggles of this digital media outlet. I just don't believe it, right? YouTubers completely showcase that that is not the case. That is not the case. Your content is the problem. Your content will always be the problem. You can rebrand all you want. You could try to make it whatever you wanted to make it. But as long as you keep putting out content like this that says, "Dear white people, please stop pretending reverse racism is real," you're never going to be successful. Never. You're always going to be struggling. It's always going to be an issue. You might as well just pack up your bags and move on. It doesn't matter what you do or how you deliver your content. The problem is the content itself. Nobody wants to see it or read it, and that's why you're struggling. It says Vice rivals BuzzFeed News, which is another one, dude. Another one. BuzzFeed News needs to die already. And Jezebel have also shut down in the past year, while Vox Media and Condé Nast have slashed jobs. Well, BuzzFeed News, I think, is still around to some extent. I don't know if they're completely dead. I didn't know Jezebel shut down, but BuzzFeed News, I think, is still around to some extent, unless they're fully shut down. But I think they're doing what Vice is trying to do now, which is basically make smaller bits of content and put it out in different ways. But I could be wrong. wrong. Newsroom employment in the United States plunged by more than a quarter between 2008 and 2021, according to the Pew Research Center. Founded as the Voice of Montreal in 1994, Vice grew from a print magazine into a sprawling multimedia company offering an original digital and video content and several offshoot channels. At its peak in 2017, Vice Media was valued at $5.7 billion. That's insane. That's insane. You gave up a value of $5.7 billion, and now you can't even sell your company. Ouch. That hurts. However, the company struggled to mature into a media force and failed to live up to its valuation, leading to financial difficulties and a need to cut staff and shut down programs. This is another, look at this. Look at this. This is another example, a screenshot of what they used to post. Somebody posted this article, Rachel Barker over at Vice posted this. I went to a fetish party and left feeling just a bit sad. Excited as I may have been for baby's first sex. What? Ew. My little kinkster heart was, ew. Stop. Oh my God, Jesus. The layoffs at Vice are the latest in a series of job cuts and closures in the media industry, with digital sites like The Messenger, BuzzFeed News, and Jezebel all shutting down in the past year. The bleeding has continued in 2024, with layoffs announced at TechCrunch, The Washington Post, The Los Angeles Times, and The Wall Street Journal. Every single one of them, by the way, woke news outlets. Shocker. Vice's transition to a studio model and focusing on its social channels and content distribution partnerships may signal a new direction for the struggling media company. However, it remains to be seen whether this strategic shift will be enough to turn its fortunes around and find success in the competitive digital media landscape. Not everyone is heartbroken over the news of Vice's demise. Popular YouTuber Razorfist mockingly posted on X, F's in the chat for Vice, which post was accompanied by a collage of a few Vice's most degenerate content. Look at this. In a memo to staff, Vice CEO Bruce Dixon announced hundreds of layoffs, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Let them die. The downfall of Vice is a positive development for several reasons. Firstly, it is a clear indication that the public is growing wary of the company's approach to journalism and content creation. Vice has long been criticized for its degeneracy, shilling for every deviancy possible, from feminism to trannies to child abusers, as can be seen from the Razorstiff collage. Secondly, the demise of Vice Media serves as a cautionary tale for other media companies that may be tempted to follow its footsteps. It demonstrates that the public is no longer willing to tolerate woke and exploitative content, and that there is a growing demand for responsible and thoughtful journalism. In addition, the decline of Vice Media could potentially create opportunities for other media outlets to fill the void left by the company's departure. This could lead to the emergence of new voices and perspectives in the media landscape, which could help to promote the true and good and the beautiful. The downfall of Vice serves as a reminder that nothing is steadfast, which is not true. That is very well said. Very well said, fandom. I appreciate that. So, listen, guys, Vice Media is just another example of what's going to happen to all of these companies so long as they keep shilling this absolute disgusting nonsense, man. If you have an article like this on your website and you try to claim to be some sort of culture website, I don't really know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure that stuff like this is probably a bigger issue than stuff like this, but just reading the headlines, that is enough to tell me that Vice deserved to die. Vice deserved to go the way of the dodo bird, and let's hope that it never comes back at all, and we can see all the other websites follow suit, like Kotaku, IGN, and of course, the Mary Sue. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.